friend of mine, her row counter is no longer working on her Addi, like many of us. So I found a digital counter on Amazon. It's a ZX5H. I'll put a link in the description. The counter looks like this. And here's that and a magnet. The first thing you're going to do is take out the wiring, or the twist tie on the wiring. And on the back of the magnet, on your right hand side, are two sets of screws. You're going to loosen the screws on your right hand side. Alright. And then it doesn't matter which wire you use, the blue or the brown. You're going to, let me put my glasses on. You're going to put them in the screw, and I don't know if you can see, but there is a little plate next to the screw. Let me see if I can get you in there. See, you're going to go under the plate. So it's going to go screw, plate, and then your wire. So, let's see if I can do this here. So you take it, and we'll do, doesn't really matter, we'll do the brown wire. And you're going to place it in between the plate. Come on. Let me unscrew it a little bit more. Okay. You're going to twist it too, it'll help. Okay, just twist those wires around, that way they won't bend and fray on you too. Alrighty. Let me get closer here. Alright, let's see. That should stay in focus. Okay, so we're going to take the wire and we're going to put it in between the plates. Okay, you can just hold it there till we can screw it back down. Alrighty. There you go. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing for the blue side. Should twist the wires. That way they don't break. The little copper wires won't break. If you just give them a nice twist, makes them a little bit stronger. Okay. And then we'll just stick that in there in between the plate too. Hold it there and then just screw it down tight. Okay. And there you go. Now you can test your counter. This is the pause button. If it's depressed down, and you can see how, let's see how this one's up and this one's depressed, that would be pause. So you push that, make sure it's up. This is your reset, so bring it back to 0. Now here is your magnet, row counter we're going to call it a doohickey, can't think of the word. And here's your magnet. Let's see if I can get all these in there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now this has to be about a 1/4 inch away to read. So, see? It's very good at reading. It will read on the side too. If I got, well, there it goes. Now we're going to take off these little black screws. That's our next step. So we know our row counter works. Let's just remove these. You don't need that metal bracket that came with the machine, the counter. Okay. Now, okay. One more. Okay, now let me get the magnet. And the next thing we're going to need is some glue dots. These little dots you buy for scrapbooking. They're the stickiest things I have found. They stick to everything. So, I put 2 glue dots. I just put the magnet down on it. Like that. And there's, you can see the glue stretch. Okay, here's another one. Just a couple, because you want it to really stick. And as you can see, this thing ain't coming off. There. Okay. Now, on the Addi, let's see how far in I can get here without... I'm sorry, I'm trying to... Okay, here's your first black needle, and here's the flat surface. I put it right down here on the flat surface, on my first black needle, and it sticks. If you take it off for any reason, you'll need more glue dots. Okay, so that's that. The next step is going to be, we're going to take the yellow part of our counter and up underneath the Addi. I like to go like in front of where the row counter was. Just bring up the piece so that the wires are underneath the Addi. You'll need duct tape. So a piece of duct tape. I'm using black because I really personally just don't want to see it. Now, just use a small piece to hold it in place first. Okay, because what we're going to do, we're going to best guess it. And what I do is, I actually bring it so it just about touches the magnet. See? Should be like right about there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my duct tape down just to see if that's the good spot for it. Oh. Yeah. Should put the duct tape around it first. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put it right here next to the row counter. Doesn't really have to touch, but as close as you can get it. And then, duct tape's being super sticky here. You just stick it down with your duct tape. Alrighty, now it's down. It actually will not get in the way of your knitting. I've knitted a lot with it. So now let's test it out and see if it works. So, let me reset the counter. Let's see, let me widen out the frame. Okay. And here we go, let's see. It'll go like that. Oh, I'm just gonna hold it here so you can see. I actually put, I'll show you what I put my counter on. And now, make sure it's closed, and we're gonna just do a test run and see if it catches. Look at that, number 1. Now here, let's go even more. Look at that. Here, wait for the black to come around. Here it goes. Hooray! Yes, I am excited because nothing worse than not having a counter. Now, are you curious if you're doing back and forth rows? Yep. See? Okay, now that you know that the Addi's in the right spot, you can duct tape it down so it's nice and firm, which is what I'm going to do right now. I don't have enough hands to hold the Addi at an angle. Well, maybe I can. Hang on a second. Let me get the duct tape off first that I need. Okay. Let me see if I can get this at an angle so you can see. Oh, you're not going to be able to see much because it's black duct tape anyway. But you want to secure it in there so it does not move. And it won't move once you put the duct tape in. Just slide it around the sides and down, sealing all your edges because you don't want any yarn to get caught on duct tape. Which shouldn't anyway, but and there you go. Now you have a row counter for your Addi. No modification to your machine whatsoever. And I'll show you what I use to hold my row counter up. I have one of those Xyrons. And the little angle is perfect for the counter, for when I'm sitting to see what I'm doing. It is at the perfect, that should go on the side. It's at the perfect height when you're sitting down. You can adjust this. You can take this metal thing off. There's no need for this piece of metal if it doesn't help you sit. But then, now you have all this wire. You can move it out of your way. It's under the Addi. Whoops. It's under the Addi. And there you go. And it's about $12 on Amazon. You can get them directly from China. Probably the same price, but I'd just bother with Amazon since you get it faster. And I'll also show you what I made. This, I haven't put on the bolt yet. But this is from my 3D printer that, oops, sorry. Not good with this camera today. That I made a handle. And this will go with the cordless screwdriver that I got, so as I put the bolt on. This one isn't going to break. I know people have complained about another one breaking that somebody else has made, but this one doesn't break. This one, I suppose if you want to take a hammer to it, it could. This, it snaps on. It snaps on tight. There. I took off my handle because personally, I actually don't like this handle. I like the way this one feels. And it just snaps right on. And there you go. And to undo that, you're not violating any Addi, because they will never know. There's a screw here. There's no paper, there's nothing else. Like, there's paper on this one, because I had taken this off to look at the row counter. So obviously my paper is ripped. So that violated my warranty right then and there. This one doesn't have anything. It's just a screw that's back there that attaches this wheel. So you can take it off, which I did. And I snapped this on, and I have another one that it's in, you can see it in use. Here, I'll show you. Let me just grab some yarn here. Do a quick cast on. I know I'm doing a little sales plug, shame on me, but I'm really proud of myself. 50-year-old woman who's been trying to take care of her husband, who's been in a tractor-trailer accident, and I figured something out that might help us out. Okay, so let's just do a normal cast on with the Addi. See? Look how smooth it goes. And here we go. Oops, I hate that first row. But you can see that it's not getting, the magnet and counter are not getting messed up. And they're counting great. Let me see if I can get that in the video. I don't know which way to put this, because I'm recording upside down. I have to rotate it later, so there we go. And you can see each time it goes around and hits that magnet, there you go. And that is my awesome handle. It just goes smoothly around your hands. Oh, I love it. Most of what I do is through the battery operated screwdriver now anyway. And as soon as my hubby can, he'll put a bolt in. And if it's getting caught, which it's not, see, it's going right over the magnet. And I think it's in 10 rows. Sorry, I'm doing this so far away from me. I think it's in 10 rows. It actually passes the counter. I think that's what I counted, was 10 rows. Just make sure every now and then you're clearing it. Can't see. Yeah, just put it over it and there you go. See? And you can see that the yarn is going through smoothly. It's not affecting it in any way. Just the tail, but like I said, you have to go like 10 rows. I don't know what I'm on, but probably close to 10 because now it's perfect. It's not getting caught up anywhere. So there you go. there's how you attach your magnet. A little bonus on my new handle I designed. And I hope you enjoy it, and check out my new handle. Have a great day, and good luck, Missy. Hope that helps you.